Piece of the pie. $1.6 billion worth of goods cross the border every day, including 50 million pounds of fresh Mexican produce. KCTV5's Kelly Taylor went to find out what it would mean for local shoppers if all of that food suddenly stopped coming.
You might have more than a handful of those produce items in your refrigerator right now, and closing the border could cause a shortage and higher prices. Tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, zucchini, squash, avocado, and watermelon all sound like the making of a yummy salad, but they're in jeopardy of becoming few and far between if the president closes the U.S.-Mexico borders.
It's gonna put so much more hassle on eating healthier.
The president threatened to close the border to deal with a surge of immigrant families entering the U.S. illegally. Even members of his own administration are advising him against it.
We certainly have a crisis at the border. I think the president's right about that. Closing down the border would have potentially catastrophic economic impact on our country, and I would hope we would not be doing that.
Nearly half of all U.S. imported vegetables and 40% of the nation's imported fruit are grown in Mexico. A border shutdown could threaten more than $611 billion in yearly cross-border trade and impact nearly 5 million jobs nationwide, according to the Wilson Center.
America already has a problem with people being unhealthy and fast food being such an easy option right now, and it's just gonna push it farther.
I don't buy avocados much, but I know people who do, and I think it would be really inconvenient to them.
Lofredo Fresh Produce distributes fruits and veggies across the Midwest, and they let us inside their Kansas City warehouse. Steve Murphy, purchasing manager, says closing the border and stopping imports and exports would be devastating to the U.S. economy. It could cause a shortage, and produce prices would go up because of demand. And customers at the end of the supply chain don't want that to happen.
It will raise the produce. We already have enough trouble trying to pay for groceries, and we don't need for that stuff to go up.
Murphy says if the border closes, it could also hurt the apple industry. The largest export is from Washington to Mexico. Kelly Taylor, KCTV5 News.